I basically just wanted to shape something that I felt like I wanted to ride. It's also seems to be a pretty popular shape right now. It's a mid-range board, typically single fin, in the family of a glider but shrunken down. I'm just lining these curves up to the guide points and making sure I got a clean outline. Yeah, it's just a real simple, clean board, but pretty functional too. So the next step would be to get the saw out and cut out the outline. So I don't do this all the time, but I sometimes like to kind of lube up the blade a little bit. Kind of makes it go through the foam nice and easy. So I'm just going to put a little bit of oil on a rag and I kind of cut it out fast and just outside of the line. So it's not like a perfectly true cut. I just leave myself a little bit of room for imperfections and wavering variables. So now I'll put it on its end and get the planer out and kind of true up that rough cut that I just did. That cleans it up a little bit, and then I got to come back by hand and just take out the last little imperfections that are still on that outline. Kind of highs and lows are like peaks and valleys, and it kind of taking off the tops of the highs without hitting the valley in the bottom, and then kind of bring those highs down to where the lowest point is. So the next step is to bust out the planer again, and I've just got to kind of whack at it for a while. Basically, I just shape the bottom first. It's kind of almost exactly to where I want it without even messing with the deck. I know with this blank that if I skim the deck in this mid area, I'm going to have the thickness that I want. And so basically the bottom is exactly how you want it, and the deck now is just going to get its foil and displacement of thickness out to the rail, and I'll adjust the deck rocker and that with the next planing. I try to do as much of the work with the planer as possible, so I don't have to sand as much. Yeah, it's pretty much there though. I mean, that's like the whittled out shape. This is a little bit different block plane for this that has a little shallower cut. You kind of learn what your blades do, I guess. Cool. Tune up the rails a little bit. All these different screens are all kind of worn differently. Some are real stiff and some are kind of more weathered, like this one here or this one. So the more weathered ones seem to kind of wrap a little better, so you can wrap the rail better. It's interesting how I'm always walking backwards, and they're just realizing that now that I'm like analyzing all the steps instead of like walking forward all the time. I feel like I'm always walking backwards. I've taken out the last bit of scratches. If I was going to glass it just clear, these little scratches you would never see, but since we're going to put a tint on it, you kind of have to take the extra step of getting all those scratches out, or you'll really see them. Alright, that's about it right there. Looks like a finished stone fruit. Well ripened. Yeah, I guess I'll sign how I normally sign on the bottom. Then the deck, I do my signature. So, let's see. Now I take my clothes off and crawl in this one and get a tan. You want